Hello water signs. This is a general reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If this resonates with you, then please subscribe, like, share. This is going to be regarding what you don't know, what you need to grow, and what needs to let go. Okay? This is for water signs. So let me start here with what you need to know here. What you need to know. Oh, just heard note, the overview is regarding children. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay? So let me read that now. Your love life is being affected by children. I don't mean to laugh, but I can see some kids running into the bedroom, or kids living at home, and it's making it awkward kind of thing. But you know, not for everybody, but you know. And also children who, sometimes you need to listen to your children, water signs, because their intuition could be telling you something's not right. Okay? Okay, water signs. Your love life is being affected by children. Yeah. Your romance angel sent you this card because children are a significant factor in your love life. Either you want them, or you or your partner have kids who are influencing your love life. This is a factor to consider when you desire to improve your romantic future. The angels honor and support all expressions of love, and they are willing and able to help you with any issues concerning children. In addition, this card signifies that you or your partner inner child is affecting your relationship. This may mean there's a need for playfulness or light-hearted spirit, or it could signal that it's time to heal a childhood emotional wound. The loving nature of your inner child and children in general is supportive of healing work, especially when its intention is to bring in more love. Okay? This is for you, water signs. Okay. The card that clarifies this is the Empress. Okay? The Empress is the typical pregnancy and mothering card. Okay? It's a highly possible that there are children in the relationship. If there is, this is what the Empress card represents. Alright? If there's been pregnancies in the relationship you're actually inquiring about, then the Empress symbolizes one of you is taken on a mothering role of the other. Alright? For some of you, this also speaks about there could be a pregnancy. For some of you. Okay? If you're not already pregnant, then this could be right around the corner for some of you. Alright? So if you don't want to get pregnant, pre-warned is pre-armed. Alright? The Empress can also appear in the reading. It's because children involved that need to be considered here. Water signs. Okay? For some of you, the Empress can represent you falling into a stereotypical female gender role and doing all the washing, cleaning, taking care of the kids. Alright? But for some of you, you seem to have a lot of qualities your partner or potential partner looks for in a mate. You want to nurture them and they wish to take care of you. Okay? Your loving motherly qualities are an advantage. Okay? It's necessary for those who could be dealing with their own mother, baby mother, okay? Somebody that they're married to, right? Could be a mature woman. You could even be younger than them, right? Boys, for some of you, although your partner or potential partner views you as the type of person they would want to settle down with, they may not yet be ready to settle down, okay? Water signs? So if you're already in a relationship, it's possible they do not view you as a sexy mama, in a sexy mama. Sexy mama. Well, they probably don't see sexy mama. They don't see you as a sexy mama, or they don't see you in that manner anyway, right? Wow. Some of you, you're not like a mother figure than a lover to them. Some of you, that's what you are. You're more like a mother figure than a lover. That's why they see you, okay? Because you're probably pampering them too much or mothering them too much if it's a partner, okay? For some of you, you want to look after your lover or potential lover, okay? You desire nothing more than spending some quality time with them, okay? Making their dinner, ironing their clothes, setting up a home. Also, it's possible that you desire children and you see your lover as someone who could provide this for you, alright? That's for some of you, right? Other people though, around you, that could be your love interest, friends and family, they see you as being a good potential life partner for them, okay? They may believe or will believe when you meet them that you would make a good mother, wife or life partner, okay? So, yes, water signs, you're in a good position here, alright? But for some of you, a mother figure has a massive impact on your relationship, alright? Could be a baby mother, somebody you've got children with, okay? And it could be either you or your partner or both, okay? However, she dishes out her advice even when you do not ask for it. Do you understand? So, you've got some mothers like that, okay? For some of you, your partner will be more attracted to you if you show them your softer side. Okay, water signs? Let them know you're good with kids and can keep a lovely home. Alright? For some of you, the Empress is a family card. Okay? So it is entirely possible that you will have these experiences with individuals in the future. If not, the Empress must mean that the outcome of this relationship looks promising. Your relationship seems very good in the future, so do not worry about it too much at present, okay? That's for some of you, okay? But for some of you, you need to aim for a relationship which brings out your feminine side. Go for the type of partner who appreciates the hard work you put in around the house. Find someone who likes to eat your meals, okay? Right? But you need to avoid water signs. Avoid relationships where you have to do a lot of cooking, cleaning and baking. This is no strong point for some of you, okay? For some of you, you're not the type of person to take on the caring role. You need someone to look after you, so stay away from partners who want you to mother them, okay? That's for some of you, right? Some of you hope that you be viewed as a caregiver in a relationship. You want your partner to see how nurturing you are. As some of you might think that might sway them to actually even stay with you, okay? But for some of you, you fear that your partner's potential partner will start to view you as a motherly and frumpy. And some of them, that's what they are doing. That's why they're seeing you, okay? For some of you though, right, what you don't know, right? Usually when the Empress appears in the position it can mean that hormones have an impact on the issue at hand right now for some of you, water signs, okay? So when you find yourself being overly emotional, some of you are truly angry at your partner, or it could be just hormonal for some of you, females, okay? Now, the card that clarifies this, and this is like, it could have been something that happened in the past, okay? That somebody got pregnant. That's for some of you, right? For some of you, you were dealing with the mother of your children, okay? Or you could even be dealing with somebody who has children, but it might not be your children, but you know, you're dealing with a mother figure here, right? Could be your own mother, an auntie, somebody who's could be pregnant or going to be potentially be pregnant, okay? The card that actually clarifies that in the between time is the Ten of Cups. This could be somebody you're living with, married to, okay? But it also shows here that with the 10 and the Ace of Cups that follows it, someone's going to end one cycle to begin something else, okay? Or it could be that somebody in the family is pregnant. That's for some of you, okay? Because with the, you're going from a 10 to as completion, okay? Something has ended, that something else can begin, right? And in the process of this, it's a promise of a fresh start for some of you, okay? The card that clarifies this, for some of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? With the devil here showing up, right? For some of you, right? But some of you here could be in a very codependent situation here, right? With the devil here turning up like this, some of you could be in a situation where you could be addicted to work. You're a workaholic, okay? That's for some of you, right? For some of you, you could be dealing with a situation here where you want to end one cycle to begin something else, right? Because the devil is also about drugs, alcohol, okay? Somebody could be dependent on this, right? Because the devil represents the dark and shadowy side of your existence, okay? It also demonstrates how a selfish devotion to material possessions as well for some of you, okay? Some of you's got some ill-conceived passion and kind of ties you down and keeps you from true happiness because you're so stuck on materialistic things. So it's like, say somebody's bounded to a marriage and now they want to be able to set themselves free. And this is something some of you don't know, okay? That somebody who's in a toxic relationship probably wants to come out and start a new relationship, okay? Because remember, after every ending, there's a new beginning, right? For some of you, the devil also represents entrapment, fraud, trickery, okay? It also speaks about be wary of pleasures of the flesh, because some of you could have a third party within a marriage or a relationship or somebody you live with, okay? And some of you need to be careful around drugs and alcohol, okay? Because somebody in the marriage could have been overly drinking or taking drugs, okay? We also need to kind of watch out for a snake in the grass here as well when you get the devil like this, okay? Because some of you might have entrapped yourself into a situation here and you feel like you can't free yourself from your past mistakes, because some of you could have even have got married and realized that it was toxic, it was codependency, you know what I mean? You're starting to find out that this person was basically toxic. Some of you were dealing with Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, okay? But for some of you here now, you want to actually, what you don't know, it could be the mother figure, because what I'm seeing here is somebody with the bottom of the deck. Someone's lost hope with the star card here reversed, okay? Someone still needs to heal and forgive here, because something's taken place here, right? That's for some of you, right? But children are involved, because even at the bottom of this deck, we got the father figure here with a child. So they also could be nurturing their inner child too, because somebody here, see a father and child here, right? That someone needs to nurture their inner child, or they've produced a child within a marriage or relationship for some of you, okay? Or this could be your baby father that you got a child with. That's for some of you out there too, right? But it's showing there is some form of toxic situation where some of you could be your baby mother wants to actually have a new start and come out of a toxic situation, alright? Or the person you're married to, right, wants to come out of a toxic situation here. Because you've got the King of Cups, Page of Cups, the Empress, Ten of Cups. Definitely dealing with, some of you dealing with another water sign or a Libra or a Capricorn. Okay? That's for some of you. Alright? For some of you want to return to childhood or go back home to your mother. That's for some of you. Okay, that's something you don't know, but what I'm seeing here and hearing from Spirit is that there's a mother figure here who's in a committed relationship, somebody in a family here, okay? This person here, you could have been married 10 years or more, and somebody here wants to complete a cycle because they find it basically toxic. The relationship probably is not working here, right? Somebody could be even a workaholic, and somebody wants the new start because they want somebody that's going to be there for them, right? Okay, what's going to help you grow? Some of you've got the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? This talks about news coming in quickly, okay, from a fire sign, right? It also speaks about somebody who's usually coming in and out of your life, okay? Usually a player, the Knight of Wands. This is somebody that you probably have a sexual attraction to, or someone's leaving or being left alone for some of you, okay? But it's showing here that you and the person had a good sex life in the past. You were all over each other, okay? And the relationship was highly passionate. It also shows here there's also a possibility that you have been randomly left high and dry by an ex, okay? And this is causing you anxiety in the relationship right now, right? Because there's a lot of passion in your relationship, water signs. You're both drawn to each other. Alternatively, if your love life is not going well, the Knight of Wands can even indicate a separation here for some of you, okay? Your lover has left you and stopped contacting you, right? Because the person you're actually interested in is highly attracted to you. They may even think that you're the sexiest person alive and don't believe that they can do much better. The passion in your relationship, though, is a good thing, right? But the negative side about it is that you or your partner are only using the other for sex, okay? Or emotional comfort. You do not have the feelings that you should for each other right now, right? Your relationship is one-sided, okay? With too much focus on the physical. Also, it either has experienced previous abandonment. This is having an impact on your relationship right now as well, okay? Because for some of you, your lover is sexually attracted to you, but there isn't much indication of anything else. They may be protecting their feelings because they have been dumped in the past by one of their exes, okay? So they're not staying around for long, alright? For some of you, you think the person you're inquiring about here now, right? Wait a minute. Some of you are confusing love with sex, okay? Or lust, right? Because this is going to cause you issues in the future here, right? Also, because of the past relationship, which ended suddenly for some of you, you kind of build up some form of distrust here, water signs, okay? You distrust your partner and worry that they'll do the same. So you could have met somebody else and you're trying to start something new, but you're actually building a new house with old bricks, okay? And because of past hurt, right, you're thinking the person that you're with at the present moment is going to do the same thing, right? For some of you, there is another person in your partner's environment which is attractive. You or your partner has interest in this person, and they're somewhat of a seducer or a sexual, very experienced person, okay? But for some of you water signs, some of you use your sexuality to draw your partner towards you, okay? Some of you, if it's not you, then you're dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that does this, okay? They may have this in a chart, okay? For some of you may need to educate yourself in the sexual department so that you can better please your partner. That's for somebody out there, okay? Because unfortunately it's quite common for the Knight of Wands to represent a lover who's going away, alright? Your relationship may end suddenly or unexpectedly, because the Knight of Wands can also describe a new lover coming into your life. Because remember, like I said, something has to end for something new to begin, alright? For some of you though, you need to avoid relationships which are highly sexualized, okay? Or your partner will only take you seriously. They're not taking you seriously and just want sex, basically. So you need to be more in a relationship that is, you have to make them work for the prize, you know what I mean? Don't just give it up, you know what I mean? Hold on to your gold bullion, right? For some of you, you fear that the person you're reading on is just using you, right? You do not want them only to wish you because they're sexually attracted to you or think you're easy. You also have abandonment issues and worry that they will just one day leave without explanation, okay? Because remember, you're dealing with the inner child, and these inner child fears are coming up. So some of you, your inner child fear is abandonment, okay? Some of you could have been abandoned as a child, okay? So when you get into a relationship and somebody walks away from you, you feel the same feeling, right? What you don't know though, there is a strong possibility that you're subconsciously questioning whether or not you want this relationship to work, okay, water signs? Because you're not the type of person to leave someone else or give up on love, but the thought has crossed your mind. Because some of you now are at a crossroad here, right? Because there is some form of toxicity going on, or codependency. There could be even a third party in the relationship here, alright? The card that clarifies this is the Temperance going towards the Devil. Again, the Devil has turned up, okay? Some of you are being patient here with the Temperance card, right? Some of you could even be dealing with a Sagittarius, or they may have this in the chart, or Scorpio, right? I've got at the moment seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or a Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with, alright? Because the Temperance usually speaks about cohabitating, nesting, contentment, balance, okay? For some of you, there was previously a great contentment between you and your partner. You felt like a team, and you may have been either figuratively or literally. For example, you may have played sports together or worked together. Everything seemed very peaceful and joyful between the two of you, okay? But this was somebody that was coming in and out your life here, okay? That somebody who's also could have been even holding back because of the inner childhood of abandonment, okay? I'm not forgetting all these things, so forget these are red flags, okay? For some of you, in the present position, for some of you, there is harmony in your relationship, because this is the part where you need to grow, okay? Some of you need to heal the inner child regarding abandonment, okay? I'm going in and out of people's lives just for sex, okay? Or women using their body as a sexual thing, okay? Thinking that's going to entrap them, Okay, some of you are overly mothering them, thinking, and you could be overly suffocating them. Okay, that's for some of you, right? For some of you, you're quite content waking up together, enjoy each other's company. Okay, for those who are not living together, you will be very soon. Okay, and if there is issues in your relationship, then the problems originated from being too comfortable for some of you. Okay, some of you's got too comfortable in the situation and you're not seeing the red flags. Okay, some of you could even be taking each other for granted, or you do not feel a burning need to try hard for each other, and this is where you cannot move into a more positive territory for some of you. Okay, for some of you, both you and your partner are happy in the relationship as it stands. Okay, you don't mind. Some of you could be with a Capricorn that it's just on a sexual basis right now in this present time, right? For some of you, like I said, your partner is comfortable with the way things are. In fact, they've gotten themselves too comfortable. They have no reason to commit to you. Okay, they are getting the milk for free, so why should I buy the cow? That's how they feel. Okay, it's like the same thing. That's another example. Why buy a book when you can go to the library? Do you understand? So it's depending now, water signs, how you portraying yourself, okay, in this relationship, right? Because like I said, the devil's turned up twice, right? When the devil's turning up so often like this, it's definitely saying that somebody's really in a situation. They're either a workaholic, they're either addicted to drugs, alcohol, all right? For some of you, you feel tied to a situation, all right? There's some discontent going on. There could even be some anger and resentment, right? Or somebody could even go into some form of depression as well, all right? But it's all about self-indulgence here, especially when the devil turns up, right? There's also temptation. So somebody, like I said, could have been a player, okay? And you was tempted, right? But the devil also brings up failures, disasters, and also death, okay? Because somebody could be lying here, all right? And they feel like they're in bondage or slavery here, right? For some of you, if you don't live together, your partner is contemplating cohabitation, all right? If you are living together or are not yet in a serious relationship, your partner is quite happy with the way things are in the relationship. So be warned here, water signs, because if you're not serious couple, this can mean that your lover has no desire to change your current relationship status, so he's not going to walk you down the aisle, okay? He's not going to put a ring on it, right? If he already has put a ring on it, okay, because the Empress is usually a married person, Ten of Cups is usually a marriage or a family, okay, that you have somebody you have family with. Somebody here could be actually walking away, right? That's what the player does, in and out, right? For some of you, whatever you're feeling regarding this situation, like I said, red flags, right? Your feelings are valid, okay? You have got a right to feel the way you are. If you feel, say, this person's just using you for sex, or you're just using the person for sex, you're valid to go and believe that, okay? So follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings. You feel the person just using you for sex and you want a more committed relationship, okay? And you feel this person's not going to actually give you that, right? Some of you could just end up walking away, okay, from people and things that no longer serve you, right? Because the card that follows that is the Page of Wands, and this person's walking away, right? They might have been doing passionate messages on the phone or communicating, you know, about all the plans that had to go and say do. Yeah, they might have told you all the things that made you feel that there was going to be a future between you and them, then realize at the end of the day, right, this person had no intention. Okay, for some of you, your home environment could be affecting your relationship as well. Like I said, with children in the home, for some of you having to deal with children that could be coming in and out of your life, or when your children could tell you, say they could have actually got somebody pregnant. That's for some of you. Especially you could be the Empress card could be a grandmother for some of you, right? But you got here the Page of Wands, and that's displaying here somebody's actually walking away. Okay, this page is also about passionate communication that could have been going on. Could have even been an argument over this that you lot have had together now, right? Because something definitely is coming to an end here, right? Somebody could even be walking away from somebody who's quite codependent on drugs or alcohol, right? Somebody could be walking away from somebody who's actually a workaholic, all right? And I don't seem to have the time for them, right? What it's all about here is talking about somebody who's could even be immature. Like I said, some of you could even be younger than the person you're dealing with, all right? For some of you, it's regarding you actually could not even be communicating with this person. Because the Page of Wands is like the personification of fire, so it could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, there could be some form of passionate communication, like I said. Okay, some of you could even want to actually decide to not communicate with this person. You could even decide to block this person. Do you understand? Right? Because you see that they was only coming in to just use you just for sex, right? And you decide to say, I'm not going to be putting up with that anymore, right? You want something more stable and more committed, right? Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? Some of you want to walk away to somebody who's being more faithful, okay? Some of you want a new beginning here, right? And you want somebody who's more loyal and reliable, right? That's for some of you, right? For some of you, though, with the Page of Wands here, I've got to the point here where somebody's walking away, right? It usually speaks about some bad news you could have been getting, all right? Somebody was being indecisive, couldn't make up their mind what they wanted because of their inner childhood, all the mother issues that they're having, okay? Some of you could have been dealing with a mummy's boy, all right? But it also shows here some mistrust here, something suspicious here regarding somebody coming in and out of your life, okay? This person could even be a very self-centered person with tendency to gossip and spread hurtful rumors, okay? There's somebody around you, though, that can't be trusted with secrets, yeah? For some of you, you could be in a very uncomfortable relationship or situation with someone who may be domineering or stubborn, okay? This person may be upsetting you, okay? But you need to keep your head clear, because some of you is definitely going to be walking away. If not you walking away, and you haven't got fire in your chart here, water signs, then it's definitely a fire sign. A young fire sign could be walking away, right? For some of you need to be wary of taking shortcuts of any kind, okay? As it will not be worth your while, because both in the long or short term, right, it's going to have an effect in your life, okay? Some misfortune, right? For some of you could be in a very uncomfortable relationship with somebody. That could be just regarding sex, and you need to kind of address the situation so a solution or compromise can be found to suit both of you, all right? In regards to financial issues, though, if the Page of Wands appears in a spread like this, right, He warns against extravagance and unwise investments or overspending. Okay? For some of you, when it concerns your health, okay, it could be an indication that your general health needs some positive attention, like you need to, if a person's coming in and out your life like this, go and get some kind of sexual tests, STD, just in case, you know. You never know. But for some of you, you need to get yourself checked out sexually, health clinic, because remember, the devil's here, toxicity, ILC free party situations here, people are not covering up, do you understand? Having unprotected sex. Children could have been produced out of this, and someone's going to be end up walking away from this situation here, right? Because what you need to let go of here, because this is going to help you grow, right? Once you realize somebody here, water signs, just wants you just for sex and doesn't want to put a ring on it, it's time to walk away, okay? Especially if this person was married, okay, and they was in a toxic situation and they've already committed. Yeah, some of you are definitely going to be walking away, right? What you need to let go of, some of you is we're a player. Definitely, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody wants to come in to apologize about being a player or offer some form of invitation, okay? It could even be that you was flirting with somebody, right? And you're not, wasn't really serious, because I always see two nights like some form of deception going on, all right? They're not being real. They're coming in for the sex like they're offering some cup of love, but it was just to go and say, in and out of your life. Some of you could have definitely been dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? Because it's usually a message that's coming in, an invitation or arrival. Something's coming towards you, okay? Something that some of you have actually done already, all right? You probably approached somebody just for sex, okay? And it was just a sexual relationship, okay? But the Knight of Cups is a sensitive and imaginative personality, okay? That's for some of you out there, okay? He's sometimes quite a romantic young man who has many and varied talents, alright? So he comes in with the sex and he's now trying to seduce you, okay? This person can also be jealous and prone to daydreaming, okay? Because the Knight of Cups tells us someone who can be gracious and introspective, but who can also be brooding and melodramatic. Do you understand? Some of you need to let go of that kind of behavior, okay? For some of you, it can also reflect an imaginative, sensitive soul, okay? Who's probably even very overly sensitive and prone to oh gosh, can't get the word out. Who gets offensive very early. You know what I mean? Alright then. Pisces water component, they're very sensitive. Some of them are empaths, okay? And they can trigger very easily when, especially if they're dealing with inner child issues, that could be a trigger for some of you, okay? That making them oversensitive, okay? But the armor that he's wearing is trying to protect himself, alright? For some of you though, he could also be talking about, some of you could have got some mixed messages or signal that causes you to doubt the sincerity of a male friend, okay? Because to say one thing and do something else, right? 1 minute they want sex, 1 minute they want romance, so it's kind of confusing. You do they want a stable relationship or they're just playing? That's why somebody's got you in limbo here, water signs. If this resonates with you, please share, like, follow, you know? Because leave a comment, because somebody's going through this right now, right? For some of you though, right, there could have been some trickery or swindling or fraud going on here. Someone who's being unreliable, okay? And some of you need to let go of that, because some of you's been very unreliable in somebody's life right now, right? Some of you need to be aware as the intentions of this person are of destructive or negative nature. All right, this person can be shallow and inconsistent. All right, it's usually somebody that there could be an older person, but they're acting very immature. Okay, it also speaks about somebody here that you need to kind of hold back. Don't, put all your eggs in one basket. Don't become too emotionally involved too quickly. Okay, some of you need to just keep you cool and see how it goes with time, right? For some of you though, you could also be talking about when it comes to fine prints prior to committing to anything, kind of look before you leap kind of thing, right? Read all the small prints before you sign any documents with this person, right? Because someone's not being totally honest here, okay? They might even be giving you half-truth, mistruth, outright deceit and deception. So beware, all right? Because the person's not as pleasant as they first appear here, right? They may have something to hide, right? The card that clarifies this is the Five of Cups. Because somebody here is going to be a loss, right? Because this is a family here, right? Mother and father and child, but there's been some form of loss because it's gone from the 5 to the 6, and it could be because somebody could have returned back to somebody from the past. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That's for some of you. But the Five of Cups here is actually speaking about there's going to be a loss here, right? Some regret for some of you, right? It's also showing some form of bitterness or frustration or depression. Some of you could be going through some form of depression right now, okay? And it probably feels unexplainable. You can't even understand why you're going through this, right? That's for some of you, right? But the Five of Cups usually symbolize some form of emotional loss of some kind. It could also suggest we can become so focused on obstacles, delays, and regrets that we miss seeing the positives in our lives, okay? Because it's like, say, like this woman in front here, she's crying, right? And upset. And her partner here is trying to help and support her with the child here, right? But some of you though, you could be in a situation here where you need to kind of reevaluate your life priorities. Some of you need encouragement not to waste your energy brooding and laminating over what is lost, okay? You need to let that go, okay? Because while overlooking the many blessings that remain, okay, you've just focused on the negative instead of focusing on the positive, okay? Remember, what you fear, you will draw to you. What you actually speak about in a negative way, you're also going to draw that to you, okay? Because for some of you here could be going through some form of hardship and depression, okay? Some of you just need to count your blessings right now, okay? Some of you are struggling with your trials and tribulations right now, okay? Some of you, you're grieving over a loss of a friend or of a marriage, okay? Because through this now, what's going on here, right, in your water signs relationship here, is that I can see here that some of you will be definitely walking away from a toxic codependent relationship, all right? Sorry about this. 9-9. So something's coming to an end, okay? Wow. The Five also of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, okay? Some of you, it could be that your marriage is broken up, okay? It's also asking you, you can tell that some damage being done, but it's also telling you not to cry over spilt milk, but rather learn the lesson of the experience and look at the positive that you have, okay? Because remember, with everything, there's two people behind this person, right? But they're so focused on what they've lost that they don't even realize here that there's somebody here who does want to help you and does love you or does care about you, okay? The damage is already done, so there's nothing you can do about it, right? But it also talks about a great deal of potential. Okay? Someone needs to change direction. Okay? Some of you may even feel that this is disappointment that you may find difficult even to explain to anyone. Okay? Yeah, definitely. Somebody of you could have been dealing with that Capricorn. Temptation here took over. That's for some of you. But some of you need to kind of consider change of residence or a work environment. Or a new beginning of some kind for some of you. Right? That's for some of you. Because there was a loss. Yeah, definitely. You've got the Death card here. Scorpio for some of you. Could have been dealing with a Scorpio, but something's definitely come to an end, or someone's definitely going through some form of transformation here right now in your life. Okay? Because death is also about rebirth, right? So some of you are going through a transformation after this change that you need to actually walk away from. Walk away from being a player, walk away from a player. Okay? Walk away from still focus on the past loss. Okay? But it also speaks about there's going to be a change coming into your life, water signs. Okay? Some of you, yeah, you're going through a separation and there's going to be a loss. Okay? We need to let go, let God. Alright? That's for some of you. Right? Because for some of you right now, right? Death very seldom literally means death. Okay? For some of you, it could be that, well, some of you could be going through a literal death at this moment and you have to let go, and I'm sorry about that. Okay? But for some of you, though, right? It's death of the old self. So a new consciousness can emerge from some of you. Okay? Like going through a transformation. Okay? Yeah, there's going to be some sadness and pain. Alright? Some of you are reluctant to even accept the ending, right? If it's the death of someone, or even if it's a death of a relationship or a separation, okay? Some of you need to accept and recognize the necessity of the ending, okay? Because, like I said, after every ending, there's a new birth, rebirth, a renewal, okay? Sometimes this happens in families where it ends, but at the same time, a death in the family can also change the spectrum of the rest of the people that are left behind. Could either bring them closer or it'll make them further apart. Okay? Especially if the cycle has ended and a new one's ready to begin, but you're still carrying your own inner childhood issues into a new relationship. Okay? Some of you, the transition between death and a new life requires a period of mourning. Because yes, after every ending, right, it's like somebody's died. It feels like a death sometimes when the relationship ends, okay? And you're still mourning right now for some of you. Some of you, if you refuse to accept that a real ending has occurred, you do not mourn the loss. Okay, and this can be also be symbolic, okay, in letting the soul rest. By acknowledging and mourning the losses or the ending, we can let things end peacefully and clear the way for new beginning. Okay, because if the ending is not accepted, a new beginning can't take place here, water signs. Okay, but you got to end something so you can begin something new. All right, and yes, some of you need to walk away from a toxic situation. Some of you, it was a codependent toxic marriage. Okay? Some of you, it was a mother figure that you need to walk away from. And some of you, it was a mother figure that could have even passed away, and I'm sorry to hear that. Okay? For some of you, though, you'll see and hear different messages from different perspective here, right? Some of you have started a new relationship, okay? And it could have been somebody who was an alcoholic, codependent, okay, and you had to walk away from this person. Some of you, it was in a marriage that you had to walk away from because there could have even been a third party. Somebody was a player, someone was being deceptive and lying, okay, and you had to actually, again, walk away from people and things that no longer serve you right now, water sign, because that's the biggest message I'm hearing for you right now, okay? You're going through a major change, and there's certain things you have to walk away from, right? Some of you have to release the old so that something new can come in, okay? Some of you, death is also speaking about, some of you need to kind of look at issues regarding trust and letting go of attachments and obsession here, because it's our challenge to learn our lesson from these experiences and emotions here, water signs, okay? Because for some of you maybe even requiring an outmoded concept that needs to be discarded for a newer, better lifestyle, because some of you are holding on to an old tradition, okay, or a thought that's keeping you stuck, where it was passed down from your mother to go and tell you this is the way you're supposed to behave, but then in reality you don't go like that. Do you understand? You're sticking in something because your mother said to go and say once you marry somebody you got to stay with them for the rest of your life, or you have kids for somebody that you need to stay with them, but then in reality the relationship ain't working out, okay? Some of you need to face the future and accept the changes and adapt accordingly, all right? But it just explains there is a stage in your life that's coming to an end here, water signs. But from this ending, new experiences will evolve, all right? Let me pull another card from the Kipper. This is for water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If this resonates with you, please subscribe. I know some of you, I get so engrossed that you forget to go and press that like button, okay? Or even forget to subscribe. But there's some messages that's going to be coming through that you're going to receive in for some of you. Some of you could be regarding some great fortune that you're going to receive, okay? Some of you, what I'm hearing here, some of you are holding on to your finances. You're working so hard to go and get it, so that when you got it now, when something's come to an end, some of you don't even want to pay out for this divorce or settlement that you have to pay, or child maintenance. Yeah, some of you definitely will be going to courthouse though, okay? Someone's walking away, somebody's definitely going to court, something's definitely come to an end. Yeah, like I said, transformation, change. There's definitely a change coming into your life. I'm going to read the bottom of the deck. It could even be a job for some of you. Some of you could even be losing your job, okay? Some of you, it could be through illness or a child is ill, all right? And for some of you, even though, like I said, somebody could have hurt you in the past and you're still carrying that person with you, so it's not in a two-way relationship, you're in a third-party situation. You know what I mean? Thinking it is just as bad as doing it for some of you, right? That's what I'm trying to say. The thought, wherever the head goes, the body will follow, right? Let's read here, great fortune. This is for water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Let's see. The message here with this great fortune for water signs. The right page. This is an enabling, powerful and positive card. Here on the balcony at the end of the promenade, we encounter the goddess Fortuna in marble, glided by blazing sunset. All significators wishes are coming true. Outstanding, good luck, triumph, wealth, happiness and fruitfulness. Everything delightful and aligned with true purpose. Okay? For some of you though, once you actually complete this cycle, there will be some wealth. And like I said, some of you will be getting a payout. Could be through a divorce. Alright? But it shows about some unexpected good luck is on the way. Okay? And that's something you don't know. Okay? By many to be the best card in the deck, this one. This card implies nearby good cards and weakened bad ones. So some of you, timing relates to daylight hours or summertime. So this could be happening around now for some of you, right? You could be getting this news in summer that some great wealth is coming your way. For some of you, you may have a very good period now, so take a chance on your opportunities. Great fortune doesn't provide comfort for the rest of our days, but indicates that you can hope for an improvement or winning streak in the short term. Because great fortune indicates new opportunities in job matters or simply satisfaction from a daily work. Okay? It can also announce his new perspective and improvement in relationship matters. But it's showing here that for some of you, you could even be working with a Capricorn. Okay, some of you could be a workaholic and this is what you're focusing on is your money. Okay, water signs, this is coming down, right? You also got the courthouse. That symbolizes walking away here. Like I said, some of you are coming out of a toxic situation and walking away because you was dealing with a player, right? You got the courthouse here, and this one speaks about this is somewhat a challenging card here. This is something that's going to help you grow though. Once you walk away, yeah, this is going to help you grow. Here we meet a solicitor coming from proceeding in his wig, white colour and gown. This card means lawsuits, court proceedings, divorce, wills, contracts, taxes, disputes, and all legal matters. But your solicitor is capable, so the outcome could be good. If near you or near enabling cards, or far away or with other challenging cards, beware. You might want to settle, okay, because this card also refers to negotiation. It can also represent other form of public buildings like city hall, post offices, motor vehicle bearers, okay, right? But it's definitely to do with going to court, okay, because this card describes all legal and notarial matters and decisions. However, it does not necessarily announce a court dispute, but primarily reflects all decisions, discoveries and assessments. Your relationship has to undergo a test now, or possibly it's your employment, okay? Because the courthouse recommends discovering the truth and coming to an honest decision here, right? Could be about a job for some of you. That you could have been playing on the job with somebody. That's for some of you, because that's come up numerous times for you water signs, okay? But this is a neutral, unpleasant card talking about courtrooms, tax offices, negotiations. It might also stand for a decision or a public building. It could be bad news, right? But if it's close to significant, it brings good news about one of the matters. Yeah, and that could be you walking away. That's the good news, and that's the part that's going to help you grow here, water signs, okay? Because despite the overly legal and symbolic can't get the word out now, symbolic disputations, this card can also represent general official dealings of any kind and the corresponding location, both physically and nowadays even online by internet for some of you, because some of you could be seeking legal advice online. Where such transactions would be conducted, this card relates to serious matters as well as mundane, such as renewing driving license, passports, as opposed to a visual similar card, which would be decision making and passing of judgment aspects of the system. And some of you, yeah, it could be regarding, some of you need to go and do that as well, get your car tax insured, MOT'd, okay? But then for some of you though, you're going to court, okay, because some of you are going to a change. Like I said, you're going to a transformation, out with the old, in with the new, right? Some of you, like I said, it's time to go. This card shows a hard-working porter in a flat workman's cap, packing up your stylish furniture in a horseless carriage. You're moving from your old townhouse into a better digs, and you don't plan to come back. With family, literally a new apartment with a new house. More abstractly, it may also mean you need to be adaptable, okay, because it's going to be a loss. Yeah, this is the point in time for change here, water signs. Okay, that might manifest itself by a change of location or other social situations, such as a career move. Okay, some of you, it's relationship with others. Your own outlook may change. All right. The change is also a versatile card, and it can link with others to represent change of physical location, occupation, or relationship. Moving on from where you live or work, a change of career or relationships, taking some possessions with you, but space and circumstances require some to be left behind, physical and emotional. So this is the part you need to let go and let God. Okay? This card is usually metaphysically, circumstances are changing. Okay? It also a literal relocation or a move is coming soon for some of you. Alright, water signs. Wow. Definitely. Some of you, especially if you was a player or you're being played, there is time for a new beginning. Out with the old, in with the new. As you close one cycle, another one will begin. Yeah? Some of you need to make better fucking choices. Okay? You are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Okay? And some of you, you've got you do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Alright? This is for water signs, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you, please subscribe, like, share, follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.